Hi, in this video, I'll hit you with over 24 MBE specific tips and tricks. And when I say MBE, I'm not talking about a member of the most excellent order of the British Empire. Google it, that's a thing. What I'm actually talking about is the multi-state bar examination, which you probably guessed.
MBE tip number 1. Competence before practice. There is nothing that will stress you out more than doing practice questions prematurely and getting demoralizing score after demoralizing score. Tip number 2, study the right subjects. What are the right MBE subjects? Civil procedure, constitutional law, contracts, criminal law and procedure, evidence, real property, and torts. And each matters equally. Tip number 3, study the right content within each subject. What's the right content? Well, the NCBE, the company that makes the UBE, actually tells you. No, the NCBE does not spell out the actual laws tested, but it does give you the subtopics within each subject that could come up. And the NCBE gives you the rough exam emphasis of each MBE subtopic. You can take confidence in knowing that Crescendo's outlines are structured to closely mirror the NCBE's outline structure. Though I should add that Crescendo starts each MBE outline with the most emphasized subject and then works through the others from there, and sometimes adjusts organization in other ways for pedagogical purposes while still covering the bases. Tip number 4, use accurate prep materials. You're asked to know the current, generally applicable law. Though free outlines abound online, make sure you're using something from a credible source that maintains its material. Tip number 5, use mnemonics. Mnemonic is just a fancy word for memory hook. The MBE's like walking into 7 closed book multiple choice finals, back to back to back. Unless you have a near photographic memory, you're gonna need a way to string everything together. This is why Crescendo uses hundreds of memory hooks. Tip number 6, use flashcards or have a friend quiz you or both. Before you test your application of knowledge by taking actual practice questions, you need to test your knowledge through flashcards or something similar to help things gel.
This is why Crescendo provides not just online visual flashcards, but audio flashcards, affectionately dubbed Crammer Time.
Tip number 7, listen. Listen to your outlines over and over again while doing what you enjoy. You cannot sit at a screen all day, especially during a beautiful summer day, or if you're taking the winter bar when you could be on the ski slopes. Tip number 8, chunk it up. Start by studying one subject at a time, one subtopic at a time. Think of studying for the bar like building with Lego bricks. You don't half assemble a dude, then half build a wall, and then half build a car. You build in chunks or everything becomes a heap of chaos. Memory's like that too. If you record your own outlines, make sure to break your recordings into digestible, repeatable chunks. Tip number 9, once you've memorized an outline for a subject, take some subject-specific practice questions. This will help you confirm competence before moving to another subject and further aid in chunking, putting information in the right buckets in your brain. Tip number 10, regularly review memorized material. Regularly means at least weekly. Tip number 11, use reliable practice questions. The NCBE, again, the company that makes the UBE, also sells practice questions. They're invaluable.
You can buy directly from the NCBE or from a place like Crescendo.
Tip number 12, leave no question behind. Wrong answers hurt as bad as blanks. Tip number 13, 1 for 1. Choose only one answer per question. If you select multiple, you get no points, period. Tip number 14, choose the best answer. Don't hunt for the perfect one. You only need the best answer. Tip number 15, nail your timing. 102 seconds, a minute and 42 seconds. That's how much time you realistically have per MBE question. Technically, you have 108 seconds, but shaving off 6 seconds will give you 10 minutes of flex time during each 3-hour session. Your bladder won't have to explode, diarrhea won't destroy you, and you may even be able to double check some answers.
By the way, Crescendo's timed practice quizzes train you to keep the 102-second pace.
On exam day, flag questions 35 and 70. Get through 35 in the first hour and you'll be right on track. Then try to get through 70 in the second hour. If you take a break during the second hour, just make sure to finish 70 by 2 hours and 10 minutes into the exam. Tip number 16, passing, not perfection. Your target should be around 70% correct on practice MBE questions. Obviously, higher scores won't hurt, but you should feel pretty confident if you're sitting in the 70s. Tip number 17, avoid absolutes. The law, rarely, always, or nevers. Answers suggesting a black and white world are usually red flags. Tip number 18, evade the unfamiliar. Test writers like to make up new Latin terms, rules, and exceptions. If you're reasonably competent in an area, odds are that anything that sounds completely unfamiliar is an evil trick. Tip number 19, if a question's tough, rule out the easy non-answers. If you narrow it down to 2 possible right answers, just pick the first one and move on. If you're too much of a perfectionist on tough questions, you can burn time and sabotage odds on the easier ones. Tip number 20, just because an answer seems obvious doesn't mean it's wrong. Sometimes a question can mess with your mind by being a little too easy. Tip number 21, remember, right answers don't contradict the facts. Tip number 22, the devil is in the details. Read fast but carefully. Normally, every word matters. If two answers feel correct, odds are you misread part of the question. Tip number 23, issue before facts. Read the actual question before the facts. This will help you read the facts with an eye for what actually matters. Tip number 24, dissect your mistakes. When you miss a question, figure out why. Tip number 25, stay centered. If you feel like the floor is falling out, take a deep breath and clear your mind before pressing on.
Tip number 26, if you're hit with a yes because, no because type question, if you have a strong sense whether it's yes or no, just read those choices and choose the best one, ignoring the other two choices. And finally, tip number 27.
Use common sense. Part of common sense is not overthinking it. Alrighty, one last general word of advice that applies to all three parts of the bar exam. Make time for family, friends, and even service. Don't obsess about the bar or yourself. If you keep your life in balance, yes, it is possible that you'll fail the bar. But at least you won't fail at life. And frankly, you're more likely to fail the bar if you're failing at life. So keep a healthy and happy balance.